Hi,
Waiting,
everyone.
waiting for Vladimir as well to join, and then we'll start. I see some of our active members from the community. Nice, nice. So shortly before we start, I will explain how it will be. It's not actually Rubic AMA. It's mostly the discussion. So we would be really happy if you guys will ask questions and participate. And also, we plan it to be as like half an hour. And then, yeah, it could be a bit longer, but still, let's see with the timing. So we will start with some of the questions from us, and then you just raise the hand and we will add you and give you a chance to ask questions. So let's, Vladimir is joining as well. I think he will join like in a minute or so, and we will start. Oh, he's here. Say hi, Vladimir.
Hello, everyone. So it's our first Clubhouse event, and sorry for some problems with this, if any. And welcome everyone who is joining us. And we didn't invite guests to our Clubhouse event, but I think the future events will be some with some well-known people in crypto and blockchains, hopefully in layer 2 solutions. Today we'll talk about high gas fees, what is the solutions on the market, and how our project Rubic will solve the problem with this one, and what is the future from our perspective in solutions for gas fees. Should we wait a little bit for people, because usually it just requires some minutes to start?
I don't think that we should wait. I think we can start, and then people will just join and ask questions if they want. So I think we can start.
Okay, so let's start from introduction. So what is the problem? What is Ethereum gas fees? So I don't think it will take more than 1 minute to explain what happens and what is the problem. So if you joined blockchain recently, you have to know that you need to pay for the transactions. So if you would like to send some money, or you would like to do trading on DEXs, you need to pay for gas. And it's it's right decision from network architecture, because it's connected with the load. So more people wants to use the network, it becomes more expensive. So otherwise, network will not work, because so many transactions in the coin to be executed. In June 2020, so about 7 months ago, the transaction cost was about 50 cents. And right now it's about 20 USD. So you see that it's grows more than 50 times, I believe. And if you would like to trade, for example, by Uniswap or other DEXs inside of Ethereum, you have to pay from 60 USD. So what does it mean for the people? So imagine that you have 1,000 USD, 1,000 USD, and you will lose everything just after doing like 15 transactions in Ethereum. So no profit, no tokens. You will spend everything just for making some operations inside of the blockchain. And it's to be honest, it's 1,000. It's not so low. It's quite big amount, and many people. It's big money for many people in the world. And unfortunately, this high transaction fees, it's not a problem just for Ethereum or for DeFi or other projects in the blockchain, but it's also the problem for mass adoption for the crypto. Because imagine that you just want to try what is a crypto, how blockchain works, and you get like $20 from your Visa or MasterCard, put it to Ethereum or any other currency, and you lose it after just after 3 operations in Ethereum. So we can talk about mass adoption for the crypto, at least if we're talking about Ethereum as a leader in smart contracts, a leader is in DeFi space, until we have so big gas fees for the transactions. So that's why this problem, from our perspective, is so important, and our project and our ideas to change it during this year.
Okay, thanks. And so do you think that this high gas fees making Ethereum impossible to use for DeFi protocols?
Yes. So I think that right now there's still very high demand for Ethereum because of a lot of rich users there. So number of users in Ethereum was increased by 10 times, more than 10 times since the last year, during the last year, I mean. So it means that a lot of rich people come to Ethereum. And if you imagine that if you have 100,000 USD, it's not so big to pay 100 USD commission for your operation if you get a profit. So that's right now Ethereum is a network for big players. But there are some solutions on the market which can help to fix the problem, like new blockchains, like layer 2 solutions, and I think we will talk about it later.
Okay, so you said that there are some solutions and other blockchains, and now is like super popular Binance Smart Chain. Could you please more tell about the integration with Binance Smart Chain, Rubic, and maybe other projects?
Yeah, so regarding Binance Smart Chain, so it's a long story. We have started integration with Binance since 2018 with our MyWish project, and probably you know that our project helped to generate smart contracts like token or crowd sale or crypto wheel for Ethereum, for other blockchains. And during the last 2 months, we see the big increase in smart contracts for Binance Smart Chain. So about 80% of all contracts created on MyWish are created for Binance Smart Chain. Also, we have launched cross-chain bridge on Rubic, which help people to transfer the from Ethereum network to Binance Smart Chain. And the volume is big. So a lot of people transfers their assets from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain. And also a lot of people move back to Ethereum, but it's still less. So it means that we see a big migration of users who would like to trade from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain.
So do you believe that Binance Smart Chain will overtake Ethereum as a blockchain for all DeFi protocols and projects?
Yeah, I think that in the short term, it will. But you know that Binance Smart Chain is a lot of questions regarding the decentralization. So it's only 21 nodes, and we do not know exactly who control it. It means that let's say US government or SEC one time can force Binance to stop this network operation. And we know the examples when SEC limit US citizens to work with Binance. It's the problem. And so it's very hard to say who will be the winner, but we believe that in short term, Binance Smart Chain can be the leader in DeFi space. So just some words about our project. So since we don't know who will be the leader, we decided to combine all the blockchains inside one solution, which is so the main goal of the Rubic, and to give ability people to easily transfer from one blockchain to another one, and also do trading inside of every blockchain.
You also said that there are other solutions as like layer 2. Could you tell more about that and your actual opinion about layer 2?
Yeah, regarding layer 2 solutions, in simple words, it's this is another blockchains which is much more faster and working as like up than original blockchains. And when you would like to withdraw the funds from this blockchain, you have to wait, and all the informations are copied to initial blockchain. We are working with some of them, Loopring and Matic, Polygon now. But we still think that layer 2 solutions will have the same problem as Binance Smart Chain, since it requires nodes. I mean that it's still controlled by not enough people in the world. So if we're talking about decentralization, there is still big risk for layer 2 solutions also. But again, so we believe that layer 2 solution is like most likely be the future for the current year, because it's much more faster than even the Binance Smart Chain. It's extremely low fees, and also it can easily be adopted to many blockchains at one time. So we believe that it's a good way also, except of Binance Smart Chain, to fix the problem with gas fees.
Okay, thanks. So just a small reminder, I see that there are some other people in the room. If you guys have questions, you can raise your hand and we will add you to the discussion. You can ask me or Vladimir or Andrew, like the questions that you have, and that would be great. So we can have actually the discussion, not only me and Vladimir talking and me asking the questions. So, but you said, like have a question regarding layer 2 as well. You named several of them. So can you just explain maybe the difference between them and what do you think, which one will be better and maybe Rubic will use first as layer 2?
You mean that what is layer 2 solutions which we would like to use at first? Yeah, so I think that our main partner in this area is Polygon. So it's proof of stake layer 2, and also part of the solution use Plasma technology for as a layer 2 with it's Plasma. It's have some limitations. For example, when you deposit funds to layer 2 based on Plasma, you have to wait up to 7 days if you would like to withdraw the funds. It's needed because other members of the network should have time to check that you have rights to withdraw your funds. And but it's also proof of stake network on Polygon, which will working much more faster. And we believe that Polygon is one of the main competitors in the space. Also, we are looking to the Loopring and start working on the whole solution on layer 2, because we don't want to depend on a decision of the external networks. We don't want to depend on who decide what token should be added and what token can be delisted. And we see big risks with regulation of layer 2 solutions. That's why we decided to work on layer 2 solution by own developers also. But of course, it will take some time, but it's our main priority for the current year, as other features like an anonymizer, which we can talk a little bit later.
Have like a general question to you, like what do you think, or maybe even how the DeFi sector will evolve in 2021 with all these new features like projects and blockchains?
So To be honest, I think that it's not only a problem with the gas fees for DeFi sector, because it's not many business models how to generate money by DeFi. So it's one good model which was introduced by Uniswap, when you provide liquidity and get some fees for trading by using your funds. And another one, it's when your funds use as a collateral, and people pay you a percentage for usage of your funds for like credit debt in our traditional financial world. But there are no many more of business models which can be attract more people and more funds to DeFi right now. And we hope that, and we hope to develop own business models which will attract more money to DeFi, to help people to generate more by providing good services to other people. So to be like, to create like decentralized worldwide bank based on smart contracts. So I think that's one of the main problem in DeFi, except of infrastructure problems. Of course, there are some other problems like smart contracts security, and because you understand that we, when program work with hundreds of millions in USD, it's always a big risk of hacks. And of course, we'll see a lot of issues regarding the rugs and stole the funds. And you know that our company have some examples when it was happened. So I think that's the main challenges for DeFi right now.
Yes. Hello, Vladimir. I did enjoy the talk on kind of what you thought was better, whether it was layer 2 or cross-chain. But for me personally, you know, kind of looking over Polygon right now, they have a decent amount of options, but not that many options that people trade. I see they have their own wrapped version of Chainlink. You know, they have 2 versions of US dollar tether, and you know, obviously you guys are going to be on there too. But I personally think what the best thing your product has right now is the cross chain, because you know there is a lot of volume on Binance Smart Chain and you know Ethereum, and there's a big demand for need, because even though I personally don't like Binance Smart Chain because of what you said, there's a limited number of nodes, and then on the 19th or whenever a few days ago, they immediately stopped all withdrawals for no reason, and that was very weird. But I do think for the majority of traders, it's very important. So my question is there any other chains such as like Avalanche? You know, that's a project I like. They're, you know, helping set up a lot of nodes right now, and just a host of other chains. Are there other chains you're looking to work with by the end of the year?
Yeah, Daniel, it sounds funny because we have a call just 2 hours ago with one project which work with Avalanche and provide cross-chain swaps between Ethereum and Avalanche. So again, as I already told, our goal is to combine all the blockchain in one place in Rubic. So because again, so I think that every blockchain have own application. For example, for Intron, you can develop lotteries, casino games, and for example, betting, sports betting, and other events, and it is good for these needs. In EOS, you can develop really complicated smart contracts because of C++ language used, and so on. So Avalanche, Ethereum, Polkadot, and many others. So we are here not to choose one solution and focus on this one, but try to be one place for all the blockchains and integrate all the bridges which is possible, because we believe that it will be not like one winner in blockchain space, but there will coexist several blockchains at one moment.
Hey, Vladimir. I was just mad curious about in the future. Do you have any plans for exchanges and or marketing for Rubic? And also, do you plan to relock the liquidity on Uniswap in March? Because I remember that the liquidity lock is unlocked in March. Your thoughts?
Yeah, thanks, Mike, for the question. We I'm not sure if we can share this information, but probably you know that we will create a wrapped version of our Rubic for Binance Smart Chain soon. And for providing liquidity on Pancake, we will need the liquidity. And our initial thought was to use part of liquidity which we provided to Uniswap to provide it to Pancake also. Yeah, I don't think it will be like more than 30% of provided liquidity to Uniswap, but our initial source was to use part of Uniswap liquidity to provide it to Pancake. And of course, it will be locked in both places. So we are here for a long time, and we understand how it's important to our supporters to understand that liquidity is locked and team can withdraw it at one moment, because we also have some tokens in other projects and we understand how it's important.
Just a quick follow-up to my previous question. So I have shown some of my friends the bridge, and I've personally used it, and I like the idea. But currently, it seems a bit of a proof of concept. That I can use it, but it's not very practical. Is there kind of a timeline for when the ranges, because right now there's min max ranges on the pairs, and is there a timeline on when I can start doing more and maybe instant cross chain swap?
Yeah, Daniel. So we are continue working on these problems every day, but it's we use Panama bridge for most of our cross-chain swaps in between Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, and these limitations come from there. And we talked with them, I think, this week or previous week about these limitations, and we didn't get any final dates, but I think it's connected with the amount of liquidity for both parties on Ethereum side and the Binance Smart Chain side. So I think it will fix it in during 1 or 2 months. It's just my estimates, but again, it's not fully depends on our team.
So Daniel, Mike, did Vladimir answer your question? And maybe someone from the audience also have questions? If not, I think I still have one question that we wanted to cover as well regarding DeFi, and if it's like actually difficult to understand for just everyday users, and why it's difficult or it's easy, and if just normal people can easily use it.
Sorry to interrupt your talk. I was mad curious. Is there going to be a wrapped RBC for Binance Smart Chain? And do you have any specific centralized exchanges that you're planning to add RBC to?
Yes, Mike. So as we promised, I think in February by the end of January, so we started working with central exchange and submitted some requests for listings. And I think we will update you in weekly reports as we got any information which we can share with you. So, but yes, it's in our task list, and we're working on this task to list RBC token to centralized exchange. And we are not talking about small exchanges. We are focusing on big and medium big exchanges right now.
So did he answer? I think you answered actually. So we can go back rather than to my question, or if maybe someone else has another question.
Yeah, regarding the usage of blockchain and DeFi space, so I think that's one of the biggest problem to, if you try to show blockchain tools to everyone from real world, I think you will get a lot of questions like what is MetaMask, how to install it, why I should install it, where I can buy crypto, what is why I need Ethereum to move my USDT for exchange and so on. So, and that's why one of the main goal for our designer and for our developers is to do our tool as simple as possible. Of course, not everything can be executed right now because we depend on other tools. We try to integrate other products inside of ours, but it's one of the main priorities for us to make it as simple as possible, and as low actions to the operations as possible. So because we believe that without extremely simple interfaces, no mass adoption is possible.
I agree 150,000%. Is there a future where the user interface and the user experience is going to be simply simplified on the Rubic network right now? Or is that in the future? Or do you plan on fixing up the UI? Because I think it can be simplified significantly more. But that's just my thoughts. I'd like to hear yours.
Yep, Mike, to be honest, we see quite good volumes right now in our cross-chain in instant rates, and that's why it's not so critical problem for our product right now. And also taking in account that we plan to introduce more features soon, and it will require to rebuild interface again. So let us back to these questions in 1 or 2 months to refactor our interface. Thanks to our community, we got very good design for our main site and how to rebuild our service. But again, if we're talking about metrics of how users use our service, there is not any critical problems with interfaces right now.
Okay, so I think it's almost half an hour as we promised for our first Clubhouse event. I think we can actually finishing for today, and it was a good try as I see it. Hopefully you guys who joined the room liked that as well. Like there was not that many questions, but personally thank you Daniel and Mike that you raised a hand and actually had questions to us. It was great. Thank you again, and I think we will be finishing now, right?
Yeah, thank you everyone and to Daniel, Mike for joining us and asking the tough questions. It doesn't plan to be like AMA for Rubic, but I hope the next hour events in Clubhouse will be much more popular since we will invite more people in crypto, and start using this channel for Rubic marketing also. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you, Alexander, for moderation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrei.
Hey, I just want to say thank you to Vladimir and thank you to Alexander. I just wanted to say you're all going to make it. I love you all, and take care of yourselves, all right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the good talk. I'm really excited to see where we're going to go with this.
Let's get it.
It's actually time when Vladimir should say Rubic stays cubic.
Please say it. Say it.
What should I say? Rubic stays cubic. Okay.
No. Say it more serious, man. I need to hear that love.
Rubic stays cubic.
Oh
Better.
yeah, my Rubic
Yeah, I
stays
think
cubic.
like the most love for Rubic I have, so I love to say that. So my Rubic stays cubic all the time.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Okay, thank you again.
All right, take care, boys and girls. Bye.
Bye.